Back to my channel. When I started this, I told you it was going to be a mix of reality TV and a little bit about you and a little bit about me. Today, I'm going to share a little bit about me, okay? Sometimes we all do things that we're not so proud about. And, and sometimes we all do things that we have to apologize for, okay? Some of you may know I have been experiencing severe back pain and have been going to the doctor and had to get an MRI. So I went and got the MRI and they sent the results back to the doctor. The doctor had called me and said that they were going to refer me to a spine doctor. And I was waiting for that referral. I decided that the next day, when the doctor's office hadn't called, that I would call the doctor's office and check on the status of that referral. So I Googled the number, and because it's just a walk-in clinic place, that most of doctors' offices are nowadays. So I just Googled the number and called, and they put me on hold. And I ended up being on hold for like an hour and 20 minutes. And, I had it on speakerphone, and at some point it just ended up being, just a principal thing. I was just going to see how long they were going to leave me on hold. Finally, I hang up and I call back, and receptionist answers, and I'm like, hey, like, I've been on hold for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm in pain. I need to talk to the nurse. And, need someone to call me back. Don't put me on hold. I've reached my limit by this point. I'm usually very, very nice. I have worked with the public my whole life. I usually am very nice. I have been like in severe pain for weeks. Just, hour and a hold is ridiculous. So she takes down my information. Immediately, someone calls back and says, um, we don't even have you in the system as a patient here. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, absolutely, I'm a patient there. I was there a week ago. You scheduled an MRI. You called me back yesterday, said they sent the MRI results. You referring me to a doctor. Um, you know, and she's like, well, who did you see? And I said, well, he said his name was Chris. He called me in medicine. I have the medicine bottle right here. She's like, we don't even have anybody named Chris that works here. I'm getting like madder by the minute. Okay. I'm like, what is your name? She's like, my name's Angela. I'm the office manager. I'm like, well, there is absolutely a person that works there named Chris. He's a nurse practitioner. I have the pill bottle right here where he called in medicine to the Walgreens for me. I said, I tell you what, I'm just going to come up there. So I proceed to get in my car and go up to where I had went to see the doctor. And I happen to have on my, as you know, it's Cancer Awareness Month, and I had on my Fight Like a Girl Cancer Awareness shirt, and looking all kinds of visions of lovely. And I go up to the doctor where I had been, and I go busted in the door, and I go up to the receptionist and I said, hey, and I give her my name, and I said, I believe you know who I am. I said, I've called up here twice and you put me on hold for an hour and 20 minutes. And I said, where's Angela? And so the two girls that are back there looking at each other, and the one starts giggling, and she says, well, the office manager's name's Dawn, but I think her middle name's Angela. Oh, I left out a very important piece of the visual effect for you. I yes, I took my medicine bottle and my receipt with me to prove that I had been there. So I'm busted in with my pill bottle and my receipt because I'm gonna show them because it has the Chris's name on it and the receipt to show that I was a patient there. Okay, so I got the receipt, bitches. Okay, and my shirt that says "Fight Like a Girl." So I'm like, and I'm hollering, "Where's Angela?" And you know who I am, and I'm repeating my full name over and over again, and I might as well have been saying, "I'm Karen." And for whatever reason, these lovely ladies unlock the door and let me back. And the office manager comes out and she says, she says, honey, she said, my middle name's Angela, but I go by Dawn. Um, and she's like, can I help you? And I tell her what's going on. And I'm like, somebody put me on hold for an hour and 20 minutes. And, they told me I wasn't a patient here. And she says, what number did you call? And I get out my phone and I'm telling her, and she's like, baby, that's the such and such up the street that apparently they get confused with a lot because they both have the word care in the name. It gets better. This woman, though, who has so kindly not thrown me out of the doctor's office while I'm still standing there ready to whoop everybody's ass, okay? She is thinking in the meantime that her 90-year-old mother has sent me up there because that's the only person that calls her Angela. And that's who I kept asking for. I kept I won't say screaming, but asking for in a very stern voice, where's the office manager, Angela, at? And so her and her 90-year-old mother had been fussing, and she thought her mother had gotten someone to come up there to get on to her. And so we had a good laugh, and they were so kind and nice and gave me the printout of my MRI and told me they would call me as soon as they heard back from the doctor they were referring me to. And they did not call the police on me. And I am sending them a lovely cookie tray this week. Yes. And let me tell you, when I say I apologize to every employee and patient as I was walking out of that doctor's office, and when you think this white girl couldn't get any whiter, I'm telling you, I did. I've never been so embarrassed and all. Yes. But they were so, so very kind to me. And why they ever let me back there when I came in acting a fool, I will never know. But they did. And I guess the point of the story is sometimes when people are acting a fool, that's when they need our kindness the most. And sometimes you're just at the wrong fucking place. But that's my story.